the dust whisper on the wind? Mussels in the tide pools, the swell of life. Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimana, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you? A mouth, a conduit, a welcome curiosity. One day a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea. A cocoon, a traveling cloak, break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell, 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared, your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimana, what did you learn? The bee pollinates the blossom. One hand serves the next. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food. Trap the falcon, clip its wings. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand. A tongue bitten. You hung your head. They piled the offerings higher. Why did you not speak for us? A gift of our own stolen fruit. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why? We fall. We fall. We cannot. We breathe. A ship in the eye of the storm. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this. Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through. The sun rose on the barren earth. We had swallowed the village. Nothing but ruins remained. Those who survived were cast adrift, whales beached on the sand. You could have led them, but in the chaos, you had disappeared. A voice ignored until it was too late. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
An arch with a seaside view. That's what that cartographer mentioned, right?
That's done. Looks like it's hard.
In the shadow! You tear it all off!
One for you!
You tear it off!
Nice shot! Just like the good old days.
Stinging wasps! Treacherous weed!
Hey there, brother. Here for a dip? Or we can... No shit. Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
I don't know about that, but I'd wash behind my ears.
It's been a long time coming.
You know, the weepy one. He'll be there.
That so? How's he doing these days? Oh. I guess our drinks will be pretty somber then, huh? He needs Ronga, really. They were tight, like twine. I wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else.
Was the least we could do.
Knives and shadows!
Burn the blind!
We see!
Next one's mine.
One measly dungeon, how bad can it be?
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You can... Wow's eyes! I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have listened. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you. Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps?
Kuta bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so. Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what...
We've got company!
Behind it!
Nothing's
Behind it! Understood.
It's easy when you do it.
I was just getting warmed up.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Capo's been busy. I should have known he couldn't sit still.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
Wouldn't want to be near those when they fall. Bandits, probably. Bet they had no idea what to do.
You asked for it!
Another glorious battle.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Considering you fought a Leviathan, I'm surprised it looks this good.
He put the heart on a pedestal. Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise. Ready to not believe any more sounds.
He's overdoing it now. There's not growing old quietly. Whatever this is. You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank Aethys. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages. Uncle Capo did say I had the makings of an adventurer. It's why he's always so... No! I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades. What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him. No, it's not. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for. My uncle's a hunter. A trapper. That's cold-blooded murder. He won't play Azatoa with me. He won't go out on walks with me anymore. He kept saying he didn't want to go out without being himself. I thought he meant leaving the house. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be?
It couldn't be. It wouldn't be. He's not soulless or mindless. Not like he's still himself. Whatever it is, Then we've got to go back. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know if you can talk any sense into him.
Trespassers, close there! We see you! Devour! Purge the light!
Big mistake!
He hides it! Bury the brush! Here in the eyes! Swarm! Devour!
Back on my feet.
He hides it!
Right behind you.
For you! That's one for us.
Hey, we're not the only travelers in need, you know.
Hey, you there! Sign says to take only what you need. Or wait. You don't even respect it.
What was that?
Stop! I'm gonna remember this next.
Black 10! He hides it!
This one's mine.
Well, if you insist.
Aye, aye.
Stand back. Here it comes. Ready, aim.
Something a spit, a hole with. We pause. In stillness, we see our struggling tighten the knot. The web loosens.
Child's play. Walk like it's not.
You're Eder, right? Welcome to Shatters. Damn. Oh, listen, they're from...
Supply.
Yatsman, remind me not to make you mad. Next one's mine.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Well, that's embarrassing. Need a breath.
Back in the fight. You take me.
Isokso!
Who's ready for more?
Yeah.
Here we go!
Well, if you insist.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy?
See!
Yeah.
What in Remergon's 10 frosty balls are you doing? How did you even find this place? Well, I don't smell his rum-sick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work. Go on, then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here. I knew that old drunk would come looking around eventually. He's been trying to kill me for years. The man's obsessed. That's funny. Now tell me what he really said. What did Taue and Koa say to that? Naturally. Taue never saw a boot he wasn't keen to lick. And Koa? He's gotta be out of his mind. Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so. I surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
so bad. What'll I tell everyone back? Oh, praise Andra. Help it my squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, I was so surprised, and it was so dark. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. So, can you just go in and see what happened to everyone? Please? Of course he did. Sergeant Xoti never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Xoti, why is he not here with you? What happened? Wow, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I hope for the best, of course, but... Look, I don't know what you think you know, or what he told you, but I know what I saw. The captain had been acting weird for days. She was giving orders to people who weren't there, yelling at us over nothing. Not just the captain either. Manu was jumpier than usual. Kiri seemed compelled to echo our words back to us. Even Sergeant Xoti began muttering to himself. It was more than just stress. I'm not some idiot who can't tell the difference. Everyone was sick. And it was only a matter of time before it was brought home to Thirdborn. If you saw them, you'd agree with me. I think I would know if I was sick, okay? Someone had to leave and let the others know what happened. Look, you either believe me or you don't. Just give me their badges and I'll let their families know. Thank you! I'm glad you finally seen reason. And thank you for the badges. Hopefully they'll bring some comfort to their families. Oh! And thank you for believing me. I know how tough it must have been.
Those poor, dumb bastards. No matter what really happened, I feel sorry for them all the same.
Can't help but feel he's getting off easy.
Quiet as the depths.
Yeah.
Right. Who's going first? There are worse things to find at the bottom of the well.
Take your best shot.
We've got company!
Black 10! Behind it!
Drink.
Files. Now I'm worried about who's locked them up.
But the flowers have names I do not know. Names they do not know.
We made. We can do.
Keep quiet.
What do you want from us? Gods take me. You're a real person, not a dream thrall.
That's a fallacy. Dream thralls are derived from real people, you idiot.
Ignore them. Are you the envoy, by any chance? We've heard rumors of your coming.
We heard that you speak with the voice of the Emperor, that you come in the name of the Empire.
So you must be acquainted with Captain Weemgar, then. We're naturalists who created a small settlement here.
We should have fled. The local adherents warned us this venture was doomed, but we ignored them.
We sequestered the infected away. But one of them turned. We came to this cave, saving who and what we could with Captain Weemgar's help. But he said we needed to kill our effect. The Steel Garrote is very clear about whether Dream Thralls can be.
Gods, I wish we never had.
We originally came here to study the spiders, but when our colleagues turned, we had no choice but to take on a new...
We thought we could save them.
It was certainly the desired outcome. But given what we've seen of the plague, we may have to kill them instead.
How can you speak so clinically? My brother, your husband, is one of them.
I'm a pragmatist. We need your help, Envoy. Kill the Dream Thralls for us. That way Weemgar...
Are you a fool? The Steel Garrote won't care. They'll kill it.
Not if the Envoy euthanizes the Dream Thrall.
You're joking. Those are our friends. Your husband and my brother. No, just ask. I know he has provided for us before, but we need more. We're too hungry to think straight. Once we have the right provisions, we can decide what to do next.
I have one. You could...
What are you talking?
Even they might still decide...
Then we'll just take the provisions and...
And what? They'll still run out. We're going to die. It's just a matter of whether it's by starvation or the Steel Garrote's hand. No. Better we just end it here. Envoy, put us out of our misery.
She doesn't speak for us. Kill her if you must, but the rest of us will leave this cave and never look back.
You'll have all it.
We're going to die here. I know it. Doom is waiting.
Innumerable blossoms, each with its own cry, crying through me.
Oh, roots reaching into the earth, beyond soil, beyond stone.
We make a good squad.
What? Ah, you know then. I figured this would happen sooner or later with your reputation. I can't risk discussing this. Ah, right. Kill our sick or die ourselves. The Inquisitor didn't say it. I'll only say I'm sorry you've been brought in on the secret. The fewer who know. I appreciate knowing that. Thank you. Tell me, are the infected still alive after your visit? Or are they gone? We can only hope. That means a lot to us. Thank you. Please don't let this trouble you any further. I'll take care of them from here. Certainly. For all they've been through down in the dark, I'll make it happen. And I'll let you on. Godspeed and...
Cannot be a god? This is preposterous!
Yes, but have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Perhaps its birth was the natural order, and ours was absurd.
Very well. If you see all the mysteries of Eora, explain it. How can it rival us?
We do not smell rivalry. Does it know of us? It dances to an ancient tune.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense.
It is slippery. It beckons, then hides itself.
If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Parry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodeka, from outside or within.
Not bad. Little art to bright... Mr. Camp.
Oh, Envoy. Might I steal a... Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? Look, I lost more research than I'd like to count. But Fiora and its people are safe. That's what matters. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know how you managed it, but whatever you did, you averted disaster. That being said, your ambassador is going to get an earful, and possibly a fistful, next time we're in Paradise. That's what happens when you're the breadbasket of the Living Lands. Sometimes things get stale. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. I know, and she knows. Let's leave it at that. Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel. And a girl's gotta eat sometime. Yes, why did I choose to settle down with a gorgeous scientist who loves me? What a mystery. I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course, but a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Guilichi and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked. it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. It's hard to believe that things have changed so much recently. Any sense of safety just went poof. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Right. The city can be replaced, but not its residents. Thank you, Envoy. Try not to have too much fun without. How can I help, darling? True. Oh, really? After 30 years, it's hard to still be surprised by us just drinking at the Magpie. Trust me, I'm used to getting looked at. For good reasons. All things considered, it's hard to complain. You're too sweet. As much as I enjoy our little chats. Oh, but if you do it, you know, Envoy. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? If such a thing is even... What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
What do you... You too.
When you were out in the Shark's Teeth, you didn't happen to find a badge belonging to Tama, did you? It sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. It was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half, but yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. We did our best to keep him in one piece while we hauled him back. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Cruel irony, isn't it? He comes to our rescue, and in the process, he loses the thing that marks him as a soldier. I'm sorry, Envoy. I never thought I'd tell this story again. Something about you that inspires confidence. Kind of like Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas. We passed by there before. It's time I said goodbye. Careful. I usually count on my friends to be worse influences, you know. Let's get some rest.
When you were in the Navy...
You think those Ederans were onto something? Do you think they can really cure the Dream Scourge? Ooh, scared. I just hope we made the right decision. Even if they don't have a cure when we see them next, maybe they'll have a treatment. Even that would be a gift. Now that the researchers can research, think a cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they find treatments for the Dream Scourge and even other ailments? Oh, I can't wait to see how far they've come when we see them again. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about. How can I... Oh...
Hey, sorry about your parents.
That's very kind. Sometimes grief clings to you like a shadow. Sometimes you wonder where it went.
It's not easy, but you get used to it after.
You seem to know from experience.
How do you feel about poetry?
What are you questioning about poetry?
Well, well, if it isn't the one who finally cleared out the mines. Glad to see you, and you'll be glad to hear I can bring the prices down too.
needs back. Oh, you're back.
Ah, hello, stranger. Wait, was it an elf and their two strange friends?
You sound like you've heard this before.
Oh, they're very well known to me. Thanks for letting me know, Envoy. What did you even get from them? Sure, I'll take extra special care with it. I wish this was the dumbest thing these two have done. Because they are. How else am I supposed to talk about them?
I almost forgot you three grew up together. Almost.
Didn't you know? The twins are my brothers. Though I guess I can see the confusion. I do take more after my mother. I'll have to have a talk with them, especially now that Aiko and his friends won't be allowed back in town. This isn't the first time they've done something like this. Well, not exactly this. But you understand. I suppose it was only a matter of time before his stupidity caught up with him. Well, seems like Here, we hand these out to the kids from time to time. Makes them feel good about helping. I'll take the drugs from here. So, really? One less thing for me to worry about. Oh wait, that's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out. Oh, you're...
Used to... Nah.
We're just a bit over... Oh.
Welcome back. Welcome. You did what? Wait, you're telling me that not only did you lose my merchant, how could this day get me? How did... Oh, Aiko, my poor twin and his complete disregard for his own... I feel like Aiko would have wanted me to still work with these, right? Well, if you're going to take the merchandise, the least you can do is tell me what happened. Wait, really? Are you...
I've eaten moldy hardtack that gave me more of a thrill.
Great. I've got a dead brother and no... Thank you for your help, I guess. I've got to... Oh, and, take this. It's the least I could do. Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Get discounts on qualifying items. Welcome.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, mind taking these drinks up when you...
The oasis belongs...
My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one. Break through that shell of hers, and she does like to talk.
Yell, mostly.
I miss her. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up without drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum.
I can't have much. I get queasy. Excellent, excellent. Here, Envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to. To old friends.
To times gone by.
I wish Rwanga were here. Just let me drink.
Drink. Drink!
I didn't think the rum was that bad.
Oh, my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, Envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
I think we should get out of here before the Tiranui hear about this.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Godlike. Back already. You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking. Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know. I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones. You'd think it comes on slowly. So slowly, I don't think folk realize until it's too late. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the dream scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nikai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself, on my own terms.
Hasn't this place seen enough death? You gotta seize every moment you're given, old man. You owe that much to Chico. You gotta give him more of a goodbye than this.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he no longer can.
You can understand that. Thank you. Chico will mourn me, but you saved my Nikai a greater pain than they know.
Prune the dying bud. Return to the we ponder.
Good luck. You'll need it. Here, take this. You'll have more use for it. This damned sickness is getting worse.
I know you just talked to my uncle. But how could you? Oh, God.
Wait, there's Dream Scourge in town? That's a real problem. An actual, real, massive problem.
Not anymore. Not now that he's given Capo the poison he needs to kill himself.
Shit. I have to tell Temerity.
Damn you. Everything was fine until you poked your nose into it. I hope the sand swallow you and you never come back to Thirdborn again!
We're an easy target for their pain. Leave them be, Envoy.
Did you hear about Juno? They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy from the swordfish. No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping.
Let me know if you need something. Best weapon.
Did he ever tell you how they almost made him a citizen once?
You're too much.
They've got little parties everywhere.
Ah, the godlike hero. You're back.
Did you have... have many friends in Thirdborn? I wish we could have done more for them. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Of course. Even when it's expected, or even preferable. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. And how can... Sweet dreams.
Hey, I wanted to talk. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Adir. With the Steel Garrote trying to raise Fjord has gotta make things harder for you. I mean, for you. The cruelty behind the Steel Garrote's plans. It's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this. Yeah, I did my time fighting under Rauatai's flag in the Deadfire. Seeing what we did there, what we allowed. I felt like the home I knew was changing, bit by bit. Enough about me, though. I hear that. Unfortunately, I don't think it makes venturing through the treacherous wild seem like a relief. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? I'll be here if you need me. Seeing Capo like that was... he'd just... It should have been Chico's, too. Capo owed them a proper goodbye, instead of just slipping away like that. Maybe so. I'd never met Naoki. Uriki was a ship's carpenter with the Rauatai. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply and never left. Kiri, he was a sweet kid. Born shipboard to a mercenary captain who left him here and never came. For the longest, I thought that was for the best. Me too.
This wasn't your fault. They just weren't ready.
The Thirdborn's in dire straits if they're sending people like this out to patrol. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
Yeah.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Don't be. I don't know where to begin either. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. I couldn't stand it. As soon as I was out of there, I just walked. And I kept walking. You're right. I used to think it would fade over time. But guilt's like a fine wine. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. why I never came back to Thirdborn. Don't sell me short, Envoy. I'm nothing if not tenacious. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada and Yahtzee, it's felt easy. Too easy. Okay, not that part. But I've come to trust your way of handling those threats when we face them. You're clear-headed. You have your priorities in line. I find myself ready to follow you, and that worries me. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Of course not. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Or maybe I learned plenty. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. Except he's gone. There's no making it right. I gotta own that. What? No, I didn't. He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that? He was all those things. I never forgot it. I guess I stopped thinking of him as anything other than the dying man I left behind. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to. Listen, thank you for visiting Thomas. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. I know. I'd forgotten what that feels like. Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, but Yeah, after I ride out the worst of it.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And, was there... Night, envoy.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't think less of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to. If you gotta deal with an Archimage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But, be careful with this Ringrim character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Precisely. Chances are we'll die, but if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins. So, win-win.
Yatsley, you must have been a Rowatayan admiral in a past life.
Let's get going. Oh, and stay close.
They're welcoming us?
That's done.